Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Carol here at Oak House Journals, and I thought this afternoon that I would have another little session in my Raining Woods journal. I haven't done it for a good while now, as you probably know if you're following my channel, so I just thought I'd get back into the swing of things. And actually I was trying to do some collaging yesterday and I found it really difficult. It was amazing. So I'm obviously out of practice. So I thought I'd just have a little play today and see how I got on. Before I make a start, somebody asked me, having watched my 21 in 2021 video the other day, I mentioned I wanted to do some Raining Woods journaling, and Sue emailed me to say, what is Raining Woods journaling? Sue, this is what it is. It's a notebook that I got from a lovely shop on Etsy that I've been shopping with for a good while, called Giftsmilee, and they sold or they do sell these lovely little notebooks, and I bought this one and fell in love with it and ended up going back and getting two more. The reason I like them is because they've got a mixture of papers and colours inside them. Now I do know that these sold out a couple of months before Christmas. Now I know they're back in the shop, and I also know that they have another journal that is very similar to this, with different papers inside, which is also very nice, because I treated myself to one of those yesterday. Fatal, isn't it? I have to say, if you go over to Giftsmilee, I'll put the link and everything in the description box down below, but a word of warning, if you go over to Giftsmilee, make yourself a cup of tea or coffee, because they have oodles of stuff to browse through. And B, if you do see something in their shop, one of their products that you like, and you click on to get more details, you'll usually find that they have, it's not just the one product, say a notebook or something like that. They will have 6, 7, 8 different designs in that notebook. So even if you find a product, when you click on it, you'll find that there's oodles of variety. So you could be there for ages. But anyway, so these are the other ones that I've got. So this is a blue one, and this is it's got a feather on the front, but it's very, very faint image. You can hardly see it, but this is vellum. And as you see from the flip through, there's lots of colours of different papers in there. And then this one is called Kettle drum, and this is reds and like the sandy colour, and this gorgeous textured paper. Oh, you see, I shove things inside all my journals. This was the band that came round the notebook, and I just thought, oh, I could use that, so I've glued that in. And I think, yeah, I've had this, so I thought, okay, I'll put that in. It's got tones of red and pink, and that'll go with this journal. The reason I got this one was because I don't often work with red, and I thought it would give me a good challenge. But the one that I absolutely love is this one, and it's called Raining Woods up there at the top, as you can see, and there's this image on the front, and I just love this. So I started doing some what I call oriental collaging, or trying to learn how to do oriental collaging, and the idea is to be very minimalistic. Now I'm just learning, guys, please. This is just an attempt by me to A, practice my collaging, and B, see if I can do it quite minimalistic. As you can see, I'm not there yet by any means. I'm just, so really it's just a play journal, but I do like doing it, combining the different textures and the different images and some stamps and things like that. Really got carried away with this one. This was a tag that I had that I stamped, and then this was another let's see if I've got them here, one of these labels that I chopped out and put a hydrangea flower out the garden. And then this was just some other paper that I had that I collaged in there. Oh, you see, I've put some feathers in here. I plan to do a wax seal with some feathers, so you'll find random things. If I do a flip through like this, you'll find random things because I just kind of pop things in that I think might work. This, I think, was the last one I did before I finished off. This was 4 pages of vellum that I just ripped and then put images on, and these are shadow images from Giftsmilee. Absolutely lovely. So I just kind of made it like a little shadow book and then put a little bit in there and just layered up different images. And then this was my back page, so I put another image there and put a butterfly on. I think that's all I've done, is it? Oh no, I'm not sure if you guys have seen this one. Don't think so. This is one that had to go with fabric and paper, washi, and a wax seal there, and a bit of gypsophila or gypsophilia, whichever you prefer to call it. This is a piece of wallpaper that I've just popped in there because I plan to do something with that. The colour tones went quite well on this with this paper, so I liked it. And gosh, don't know where on earth I got this wallpaper from. Oh, this was another page I did. That's the back of the page, and that's what it looks like on the front. So there's various labels and postcards and all sorts. And then I think I switched off the camera after doing that and was having so much fun that I carried on having a little bit of play on that side. This was one I did in the early days. Had to go at wax seals and negative and positives. This was something, this negative was left over from a die cut that I did, and I liked it. I had it left over in my bit box up here, this that lives just in front of me on my windowsill. So I had it in there for a while and decided I wanted to use it. Oh, this is what I thought I would play with today. This is some beautiful, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. It's handmade paper with a piece of asparagus fern set into it. And this is an old vintage stamp that I liked. Now, that paper came from a lovely lady called Corrie, who I have just done a tag swap with, and she sent me these gorgeous pieces of handmade paper with asparagus ferns in, because I'd mentioned on camera that I wanted to do another fern journal, and she sent those 4 sheets of paper all the way over from South Africa. So Corrie, thank you so much. I adore them, almost too nice to use. But I've got these 3 set aside, ready to use in my fern journal. And then this one, I couldn't resist. I just really wanted to use it. So that's what I thought I would have a go with today. And I've lifted out some of my vellum pieces. Again, this is really minimalistic, but I've got a couple of packets of these vellum pieces, pre-printed vellum pieces. In fact, I like that. I'll use that. Some have got ferns on, some have got writing on. Let's see, that's got a fern on, I think. Hoping you can pick that up. There you go. Some have got other images on, and again these all came from Giftsmilee, so that's a slightly different one there. So I've got several packets here. I think, yeah, there you go, you can pick that up. So I've got several packets here of different designs, but I will put these down below. But I really like them. They're really quick go-tos, so I thought I would use one of those. And I also have a new stamp that I got recently for Christmas, so I thought I would use that one as well. So let's get cracking. I also have some new paper clips, bulldog clips. Santa very kindly brought me those. So I thought I would give these an airing today when I can get my finger went right through the hole there. Okay, such a trial. So I do have a vague idea. I just kept 2 smooth edges and a torn edge just with my ruler. I will say though that in Oriental journaling they like straight edges, so this is where I kind of go a bit off-piste and I do a mixture of both. I'm just grabbing a pair of scissors because I wasn't organised at all, and I thought that I would take off the top. This is kind of got, let me show you the pattern. I'm going after this look here, but I don't want this checkered bit across the top, so I'm just going to snip that off with my scissors when I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And I just thought that I might do something like this. Something like that. So I'm going to kind of keep it quite high up on my page. Don't know why, I just feel like I want to. My greatest problem is trying to keep things straight because, as you can see, I cannot cut a straight line. I am absolutely useless. But I thought that I would do something like that. So I'm going to go with that. I've got my art glitter glue here. And I'm just going to put a smidgen on the back there. And hopefully keep everything straight as I'm trying to think that looks about straight. Flip that up very gently. And again here. And again here. Okay. Whoops, and that is giving me a little bit of bleed through there. I hope that's not just a little bit. I hope that's not going to be too much. I'm just going to put a tiny smidgen behind that up there as well. And a smidgen at the bottom here. Okay. Oh, a bit annoyed about that, how I didn't think it would bleed through. It's not too bad, and hopefully when it dries it won't be noticeable. Okay, so I've got my stamp here, and I just thought, now that would hide my bleed, but then it's too close to the edge of my page and it's impeding on that, so I don't like it. I don't want it there. I'm kind of instantly I went for putting it at the bottom here, and I quite like that, so I think I will go with that. Just put a little, this is just an old vintage stamp out of my stash. And it is quite fragile. Actually, this is getting in the way, that bulldog clip is getting in the way. Okay, so I thought I would now have a go with my new stamp, and what I've done is I've lifted out some Tim Holtz Distress ink, and this, as you can see, is Forest Moss, and I've gone for that because I'm kind of going with the greens, trying to stay fairly neutral with the greens. So let's see how we get on with this. I'm just going to... Okay. Sorry, I'm off camera here, aren't I? Let me pop it over there. At least you can see something of what I'm doing. And what I'm going to try now and do is what I should have done is stamp first and then put my stamp down. But did I? Nope. So, oh, not too bad, not too bad. Not perfect. And I think what I would do now is I'm annoyed with myself now because what I would have preferred to have done is actually have stamped that and then put my stamp on top. So I will probably go back into my stash and see if I can find another one of those stamps and see if I can put it on over the top. But I don't think I have got that stamp again. So a little bit annoying, but never mind, never mind. And I think that's all I'm going to do with that page. As I say, I'm going to keep it very, very simple. If I tend to keep on coming back to these things, I tend to pop it on one side and then later on go back to it. The squeaky noise you can hear is me cleaning off my stamp, everybody. Sorry about that. I do tend to go back to these things after a while. I'll probably leave this out on my desk and then as I'm walking past think, oh yeah, now what else could I put on there? But for the time being, I'm not going to do any more with that. I'm just going to leave it as it is. As I say, I'll probably have a route round in my stash to see if I can find another one of those stamps, because the colour was perfect for this background. And actually that bleed through is not noticeable at all. But yeah, no, that hasn't worked for me. So, never mind, everybody. We live and learn, don't we? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.